Hello everyone. So I got an update on the massive Cybertruck order and also a look at solar powered cars and a bit of the history there and the current state. So let's have a look. So Sawyer Merritt retweeted from Tesla Chan this news. As interest in the contract increased, a request for inquiry disclosure whether the report was true or not was made to the company, and an answer came out. This is regarding the Cybertruck massive order. C1 EHWA announced that it has not signed a component order contract with Tesla. Ridiculous. The content of the exclusive report was changed today. Previously, Tesla/Cybertruck name was used in the article, but it is now anonymous, like the A/model name. I first reported this article on Twitter, know for sure because of, I will attach a picture of the evidence. So yeah, apparently Sawyer is saying that initially the document did say Tesla and Cybertruck, but when this request was made, the document came back with Tesla and Cybertruck removed, and it just was generic saying A and model name. So maybe there isn't this huge order to this company for these A, B, and C pillar components. Still could be though. Maybe they just, they don't want to say that it's Tesla and the Cybertruck. Who knows? But I wanted to share that with you guys because I did make a video on it recently. And next we got an article from Electric. Solar powered cars, a 70-year-old idea that has yet to reach its full potential. And notice we got what appears to be like a toy car here with somebody holding it, their finger there. These being the panels, these 4 squares in 3 different sets there. Nearly 70 years ago, the idea of a viable solar car concept was introduced to the world in Chicago, Illinois. While these vehicles started small, literally, they have progressed alongside the sustainable technology segment to a point where scalable solar electric vehicles are closer than ever, but there's still plenty of room for innovation. By harnessing the free and abundant energy from our sun, we are already able to power homes, businesses, and the charging stations that replenish our cars daily. But what about a solar-powered car? In recent years, we've seen multiple startups emerge to bring the booming segment of electric vehicles one step further in sustainability by introducing solar panel technology. Companies like Aptera Motors and Lightyear have tried and failed to reach production, but have found a second life thanks to funding from others who still believe in the technology's potential. While we still await scalable solar cars, it's fascinating to note that these modern day companies were by no means the first to try it. There are other trailblazers that took a crack at it decades before many of us were born. On August 31st, 1955, GM employee William G. Cobb introduced the Sunmobile to a crowd at the General Motors Powerama Auto Show in Chicago as the world's first solar-powered automobile. Look closely at the featured image above. Notice anything? Yes, that's a finger. No, Cobb was not a fairy tale sized giant. I thought the same thing at first. The Sunmobile solar car was actually only 15 inches in length, just a tad too small to fit any human passengers. No, the visitors to the month-long event were not able to drive the world's first solar car, but they did marvel at it. More importantly, Cobb's concept vehicle introduced the world to photovoltaics, the core scientific process of converting the sun's rays into electricity. When sunlight hit the 12 photovoltaic selenium cells atop the Sunmobile, a zero-emissions electric current actually powered a tiny motor. This idea inspired many innovators that followed, leading to the first solar car large enough to transport passengers less than a decade later. I love this picture here. It says from 1912. It's a 1912 Baker EV electric vehicle converted with a solar panel. So we got this guy here showing off his 1912 Baker, pointing out the solar panel on the top, and then to the modern day. This is from the company Aptera, upcoming Aptera Launch Edition Solar EV. Not sure if I'd want to be in this vehicle in an accident, it being so small, but hopefully it's been designed with that in mind and passengers will be safe in the event of an accident. And yeah, my thoughts on powering your car with solar panels that are actually part of the car. I'm kind of with Elon on this. I don't think it's a wise idea at the moment. I think you're better off placing the solar panels in a place where you know the sun will shine often, such as a roof with a lot of southern exposure. Putting solar panels on a car is just problematic because the car moves around, and you want to park in a garage, you want to park in the shade if it's really hot, and that defeats the purpose. The solar panels are not going to be as productive if you're parking in the shade. Number one, for that reason, just put them on something stationary, like the roof of a house or a business, or out in a field in a desert somewhere, and then transfer that energy to your car when you come home or when you park it at a business. And then you can park in the shade or in a garage, and it's no big deal, but you still take advantage of the solar powered electricity. And also, at the moment, the panels are not efficient enough to really make a big difference in how much you gain as far as range. And that's why the Aptera there that we looked at in the article, it's so strange looking, because it needs to be super efficient to make use of the little bit of power that the solar panels produce. At the moment, we need a pretty decent surface area to generate enough power to significantly gain enough range to make it reasonable to use solar power to power a car. And the surface of a car just does not have enough surface area to make a meaningful impact on charging the batteries to a point where it would make a lot of sense to use them as the only source of power for the vehicle. So we're just not there yet, and the fact that a car moves around, I think, is a strike against it. On a hot summer day, you don't want to park in the sun. Maybe they could engineer a way around that, but yeah, it's a problem. You want to park in a garage sometimes, and it won't be able to charge when you park in a place like that. So I don't think the time has come for a solar powered car where the solar panels are on the car. Yeah, you can have a solar powered car, but put the solar panels on a house, a building, or some stationary object that gets a lot of sun exposure. But cool idea, and I get why people get excited about it, but we're just not there yet. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point in my lifetime where solar panels are so efficient and the car itself the motors are so efficient that it makes sense that that's all you need. But still a fun idea, and can be useful to a point for sure. If you put a solar panel on the car, you're going to gain some for sure. So maybe it can make sense for certain purposes, but for wide usage, we're not there yet. But still super cool and interesting to see that in 1955 this was showcased in Chicago, Illinois at a auto show. So that's it for this one. My name's Evan Bertrand. This is the Evergreen channel. Give the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe by clicking on the wheel on the bottom right. And thanks for watching.